Well, terror struck Jammu and Kashmir just 3 days ahead of the second phase of polling in Jammu and Kashmir. Terrorists hurled a grenade at Lal Chowk in Srinagar. 6 civilians and 1 CRPF sub-inspector have been injured in that explosion.
Roll. We are right now in the Lal Chowk area of Srinagar city, and just minutes back a grenade was hurled at the security forces here, and as you can see, the grenade has actually caused a lot of damage to vehicles around, and also has led to injuries to 6 civilians and 1 CRPF personnel. What we've been told by the security establishment is the fact that the primary target looks like the CRPF bunker that has been established here in the middle of this busy marketplace, and that is what at this very moment the security officials are telling us. But a very heavy deployment of police and paramilitary forces is seen now in and around this place. Let me just remind our viewers that there were already inputs that there could be incidents like these which could happen in the wake of the elections that are happening in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And with this incident happening in the very heart of one of the busiest marketplaces in Srinagar city, clearly the security establishment has once again been thrown into a mode of alarm, and there would be more review of the entire security mechanism on the ground. Cameraman Tariq Loan, Shujaul Haq in Srinagar for Headlines Today.
All right, that's the latest coming in. We are trying to get you more inputs from Srinagar at this point in time, but those visuals coming straight to you from Lal Chowk, the business hub of Srinagar, the heart of the capital really. It was a busy day today when this grenade was lobbed earlier on, and very close to the CRPF bunker, as Shuja was mentioning. That could be the possible target over here, but in that attack 6 civilians killed, 1 CRPF personnel also, I beg your pardon, injured. 6 civilians injured and 1 CRPF personnel also injured in that grenade blast. So in all, 7 people have been injured in that grenade blast. This comes just 3 days ahead of the second phase of polls in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, also right after the Arnia ambush that happened on Thursday. The security forces, of course, completely in a state of tizzy over there. Security beefed up with police and CRPF personnel being deployed. Heavy deployment can be seen at this point in time in that particular area. And let's also just tell you a few more inputs coming our way. The attack coming amid the staggered phased election in the state. Security already was on a high alert, and this attack is believed to have been targeted towards the CRPF bunker that you just saw a short while ago over there at the place of the blast over there. Once again, telling our viewers that 7 people have been injured in this grenade attack. 6 of them civilians, 1 CRPF personnel have been injured. This comes very close to the second phase of polling. Remember, security was already tight, and there have been threats of disrupting the democratic process in the valley. This is not the first time the Arnia ambush earlier taking place.
Sheikh Faisal, what exactly happened there, and what is the situation now?
Some 30 minutes back, there has been a grenade blast at one of the bunkers which is in Lal Chowk, Palladium Cinema. So the grenade has exploded, and it has caused injuries to 7 civilians and 1 CRPF official.
What kind of a blast was it? How was it heard?
It has been a grenade blast.
It has been a grenade blast.
Yes.
Is this some sort of a reminder that the security needs to be beefed up around here?
No, because the security is there, that's why they are trying to disturb it. The security is there, that's why and the grenade has been hurled on a CRPF bunker. That means the security establishment is already there.
So the target was CRPF basically?
The target has been the security forces.
Would there be any review of the security in and around this?
No, there is this place is highly where this place is already secure. There are a lot of security forces around, and then there are bunkers established. There's only the nakas are there. But then, since elections are also happening around the corner, so it is an attempt to disturb it. So basically, to disturb the peace and tranquility in the city, it's an attempt to do that.
Thank you very much. That was Sheikh Faisal Qayyum giving us details of this incident with cameraman Tariq Loan, Shujaul Haq in Srinagar for Headlines Today.
All right, very clearly over there you heard the SDPO Faisal Kazoom telling Shuja that this was a clear attempt at disrupting the peace process at the time of the election. Remember, first phase saw massive voter turnout in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and the 2nd of December is when the second phase is scheduled to take place, and this attack coming very close to that. And also the police saying that the place is already very highly secured. Nakas have already been put in place, and security is very, very tight. But this attack directed towards the CRPF bunker that was put up at that particular spot in the Lal Chowk area. At this point, police and paramilitary forces have been deployed in even larger numbers in that particular area. Those visuals on the right-hand sides of your screen coming straight to you from Lal Chowk after that grenade was lobbed earlier in the day. This seemed to be directed towards disrupting the peace process in the valley during the time of the election. The first phase saw massive voter turnout, and after, in fact, since the beginning of the election process, security was one of the major concerns for the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and this attack comes as a daring one. As far as the attackers are concerned. Of course, no inputs coming in as to which group was possibly behind this grenade blast, but the fact of the matter is that 7 people have been injured, 6 of them civilians, 1 CRPF personnel. Attack coming in Srinagar's busy Lal Chowk area. In fact, let's listen into some of the reactions coming in from Lal Chowk right now. All right, you heard one of the victims over there saying that the blast just happened and there were 4 or 5 people when he was last conscious, and he has sustained some injuries over there, being admitted to the hospital. My colleague Shuja ul Haq tracking the developments for us from ground zero. He is at the Lal Chowk. Shuja, you spoke to the SDPO a while ago, and he very clearly said that this is a direct attempt to disrupt peace during election process.
Well, that's exactly what it looks like, Sana, as we were mentioning that there have already been a lot of inputs about the possibility of militant attacks, and this one happening in the Lal Chowk area, which is the heart of Srinagar city. Look at the impact of this particular blast on the vehicles that have been were parked just in and around this particular spot where the grenade was lobbed. It is, it's only miraculous that there has been so little damage in terms of the casualty, because let me remind you, this is one of the most busiest marketplaces in Kashmir Valley and in Srinagar city. On an average, on a day like this, there are thousands of people who come here to shop, to buy essential commodities, and there is a lot of security presence as well. This is a bunker of the paramilitary force CRPF, and this is exactly where the grenade was launched. And we've been told that it looks like that the target basically was this particular bunker and the personnel who were on duty here. One of the sub-inspectors of the CRPF has already sustained injuries, while 6 other civilians who were just passerbys have also sustained injuries. Some of them are reported to be serious and have been shifted to nearby hospitals. The impact of this particular blast can only be imagined by the kind of damage it has caused to the buildings nearby and the vehicles that have been parked here since morning. Most of the vehicles which were parked here have their windows smashed, and most of the houses and the buildings that are here housed in the adjoining areas have also sustained damages on their structures. So this clearly gives you an idea of the kind of intensity that this blast had. So far, what we have learned is that this looks like a militant attack, which, as we were speaking to one of the police officers who's saying that this is a direct attempt to disturb peace and tranquility, and that too at a time when elections are happening in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Right. Also, Shuja, we understand that security is a big concern at the time of the election in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and security is already very, very tight over there. And in spite of that, this comes as a very daring strike, coming where it does.
Well, absolutely, and coming at a time like this when there are already inputs and the sensitivities are at its highest, this is clearly something that no one, particularly the security establishment, would not want to happen in Kashmir, and least of all in a city like Srinagar. Remember, there have been one phase of the elections is already over, and we're preparing for the second phase, which is going to happen on 2nd of December, and there are inputs continuously that militant groups might want to attack or create disturbances around those places where the polling is happening. But there is a huge message that this particular attack has, this particular blast happening in the heart of Srinagar clearly carries a huge message that they are in a position to strike, and that's perhaps the reason why this attack has happened at this point of time.
Absolutely, they're ready to strike. They're ready to strike in broad daylight, and it's a very, very daring attack. Shuja, give us a sense of the kind of damage that could have been possible, because we are talking about a very busy area. Of course, it's a Saturday, but how many people usually are there on let's say a Saturday morning over there in Lal Chowk area? Because we do see some cars parked outside, damage done to the cars. Of course, 7 people also injured in this attack. But as you clearly mentioned, the casualty, the damage could have been much more.
Well, that's right. If my cameraman can show you, look at the number of people who are here even now when this attack has happened. This is the kind of place that we're talking about. A very, very busy place with markets all around, very heavily commercialized area. And look at the number of people who are still here even after this blast has taken place. Let me remind you once again that this is one of the hubs of all the commercial activity that happens in Kashmir. And now talking about the kind of damage it is caused is very, very visible with this particular image. This is one of the cars which was parked just next to the spot where the grenade was lobbed, and look at the damage that has taken place on it. Similar damage has happened to other vehicles which were parked here in and around this place, and also the buildings, mostly commercial buildings here, hotels, shopping complexes, shops and other establishments. They have also sustained damages because of the blast and its intensity. As you were also mentioning, and I have also pointed out this, the damage in terms of casualties could have been much higher. Fortunately, it has been limited to injuries to a few people and one sub-inspector of CRPF. But the kind of place that this is, the magnitude of the footfall that this place witnesses on a normal day is something that it needs to be kept in mind. This is a very, very busy marketplace. All the commercial activity happens here, and on an average given day there are hundreds and thousands of people who cross by this particular chalk, and considering that kind of footfall, one can only be thankful to God that not much damage has happened. But in terms of property, a lot of cars, vehicles damaged. As my cameraman is showing you right now, this is the impact of this particular blast. That has taken place here just minutes back, and we are bringing you these visuals right from the ground zero here.
Absolutely, Shuja. It easily looks like about 60 to 70 meters radius that has been clearly badly affected by this grenade that was lobbed a short while ago. But we are also talking about a very specific target here, by whoever has targeted Lal Chowk right now. That bunker that we saw behind you, that CRPF bunker was the main target. So what are the security personnel in and around that area telling you about what they saw at that time?
Well, yes, that's what the officials are telling us. The bunker, which is right next to me here, is actually the target that looks like it was here because to whoever has attacked it. We've got to learn from the security officials that the Jawans, so mostly CRPF and police, who were posted here were the target of this particular grenade, and one of the sub-inspectors who was on duty here has sustained injuries. He's been shifted to the hospital. Other CRPF and police personnel who are still inside this bunker are tell us that this was a sudden blast. They heard the sound of this attack, and then most of them, when they rushed out, they saw that the damage had already taken place. Thankfully, in a situation like this, there is a lot of panic, and in panic, when there are security officials and the Jawans who are directly attacked, sometimes what happens is that there is crossfire, and in crossfire there's chance of collateral damage, and that thankfully hasn't happened here, because as we were pointing out earlier, this is a very, very busy place. A lot of people were present at this point of time, at that point of time also here, and if there would have been any crossfire here, there is a lot of chance that collateral damage could have happened here, but thankfully that hasn't happened. But yes, it remains a concern. This is the bunker which was the primary target for the attack, and 6 civilians who were just passerbys have sustained injuries, while one official of the CRPF has also been injured in this attack.
All right, Shuja, thanks so much for getting us the latest inputs from Lal Chowk, where just moments ago this grenade was lobbed, injuring 7 people. That includes 6 civilians, 1 CRPF personnel as well. We'll keep coming back to you, Shuja, for the latest updates. Meanwhile, earlier in the day in Guwahati, while speaking to DIGs of all the states, Home Minister Rajnath Singh, he launched a sharp attack on Pakistan. Let's listen in to what he said.
जब कभी भी पाकिस्तान के साथ बातचीत होती है तो पाकिस्तान का यह कहना है कि ये नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स हैं जिनके द्वारा इस प्रकार की हरकतें की जा रही हैं। मैं पाकिस्तान के हुक्मरानों से पूछना चाहता हूं कि यदि वह नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स के द्वारा इस प्रकार की आतंकवादी गतिविधियां यदि भारत में की जा रही हैं तो आईएसआई